Hey guys, Bo Folks here. So I'm looking at a level 90 West. I've had a few people ask, they're wondering, is West any good? Recently came through an update, if you remember. A lot of people have said since that update he's become a lot better. Um, so sorry, getting text messages. So here are his stats at level 90. Basically, he's sitting at about that 90,000 health range. His attack damage is about what you expect it to be, which realistically is in about that 7 to 8,000 range. His armor, his magic resist is what it is. Health regen and everything. His penetration is obviously going to pull 100 points off the armor automatically. Life steals less than some, but not too bad. Critical strike levels are okay. And then you see his attack speed's pretty quick there, sitting at a nice 37, which again is about average for the majority of your attack AD people. When we look at the skills, and remember now we're looking at a character or a hero that just got changed some. So now again he fires forward the same three things that he did before, and the third one knocks back any of the enemies hit, and they do again lose that 20%, never going low below 60%. The scatter shot fires an arrow, breaks into the smaller ones, dealing multiple damage. And so now the original one does about 3,500 damage, and then it splits damage later. The enemy energy chaser teleports to another position and deals damage in a straight line. You'll see him doing this a lot more in the battles now. I mean, a lot more in the battles now, which is kind of cool. But it also makes lining up ults, especially when it's computer controlled, a lot harder. So now also his skill, the dual wield, increases the damage of his basic attacks. So basically you're going to get an extra almost 4,000 damage before reduction. So, and then finally now you've got this Kung Fu World. So this is when you start stacking those Kung Fu teams, where they're gonna go through an extra 155 armor. So remember, he's already got 100 plus another 155, so he's taking out 200 armor. When you look at the Kung Fu team again, you start looking here, you've got guys like Yuan that some people run with, some people might run with a Sizer or a Smoke. So you start looking at that ability, and then this is again that single thing here that I talked about. He stacks really well now with Yuan, kind of as a whole, but you can start thinking about what are some other options you might be able to do with the Lone Dog power. If you go with a team like I've talked about around York, now he's really getting that power boost. You can run some of those kind of similar things there. Get a smoke on both of those teams so that he's getting the debuff as well as the AD buff. I mean, there's a lot of options now that I think he really plays to a team. I think he's a good DPS. He's moving up there. I don't know if he's going to replace the gear or the Mira yet. I don't know if I would go that far, or even Alufia, which she's easier to get soul stones for. But I mean, in the end, it's kind of your choice. I wouldn't say he's terrible. I think there's a lot of possibilities that have opened up now because of his changes, and we'll just kind of have to see how it shakes out over the coming week to month as people continue to replace the lineups and change them around with him. I hope this helps you guys. If you got any questions, feel free to leave them. Leave your comments. Thanks for watching, and thanks to Dwizzle for sharing his account. Have a great one, guys.